What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. Tonight is the night, you know what I'm saying? Bulls in one. Let's go. You know, the Bulls are playing the Heat in the play-in tournament, and you know, everybody's excited. You know, I'm excited. I do have my fears as far as playing this team. I do feel like this is not going to be an easy task. I do feel like the Bulls can win, but I do also feel like they can lose if they don't play the right way. And so hopefully the Bulls come out, they do what they need to do, and they can, you know, give the maximum amount of effort and the right amount of execution in order for them to win a game. But in this video, I want to talk about 3 X factors I have for the Bulls, and for all different reasons, so I'm gonna definitely dive into this. But before I continue, definitely subscribe to my page, as we'll be following this Bulls on their play-in and hopefully playoff journey. And like this video if you're excited about the game tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into it. So the first X factor I want to talk about in this video will be Nikola Vucevic. You know, a lot of people don't think about Vuce, but Vuce has been playing really well low-key this season. His shooting numbers has been up all across the board, and you know, he's going to be pivotal in this type of game, because one of the things Miami is going to try to do this game is slow it down and bring it to more of a half-court type of game, and that's where they kind of thrive in. And if they do, we need players that can produce in the half court and create shots and double teams and things like that. And I feel like Vuce would be a great example. A lot of people are going to be trying to take Kobe White out the game, take Josh Giddey out the game, but you need other players on the floor that can create shots for not only themselves and for others. And I feel Vuce can do that, whether he's scoring in the paint or making the right pass out the paint. You know, I feel like Vuce would be very helpful in what we need to do. And then he definitely has to play, you know, a good matchup with Bam Adebayo. He has to play not only good defense, but go at him also offensively, and so he could create that paint presence when we need it and at times we don't run. And so I feel like Vuce is definitely going to be an X factor for the Bulls. And the next X factor I have is Kevin Huerter. You know, Kevin Huerter, he is going to be a guy that he's going to get a lot of wide open shots just because of the defensive plan I will assume they will play on, you know, those guys I just named, and Giddey and Kobe White. You know, Kevin Huerter is going to get a lot of wide open shots, a lot of wide open threes, and he could definitely hit those. We're going to need him to make his shots, because if he could get hot from the 3, that is going to push the Bulls above and beyond, and that's going to force the Miami Heat defense to play more honest, and that will leave more, you know, attacking lanes for Kobe White, more attacking lanes for Josh Giddey. And so if Kevin Huerter, and also Modest Buzelis, but more importantly Kevin Huerter, if they can hit their outside shots, that is just going to spread the floor around and play, you know, and make things easier for the Bulls. And another good thing about Kevin Huerter is that, you know, he can also create. He makes the right cuts, he makes the right passes also, and he can handle a little bit. So I feel like Kevin Huerter would definitely be an X factor for the Bulls. And my last X factor will go to Kobe White. Kobe White, you know, he is our guy, he is our face of the team right now. And you know, Kobe White usually rises for these big games. You know, it's going to be tough. You know, you're going to have those tough defenders and like a Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, you know, those type of guys guarding him. But you know, you seen what Kobe did last year in the first playing game against the Hawks. He went ballistic, and you've seen how he ended off in that second game against the Heat. He didn't have as good of a game, and he really hasn't been having really dominant games against the Heat. And so this is his chance to prove a point, to send a message like, look, y'all done got really good, y'all done got the better of me certain times, but this is my chance to get my get back. This is my chance to prove myself. You know, I'm hot right now. I just been named player of the month, and I'm that guy for the Bulls. I'm the guy the crowd cheers for when things are going good. As you heard last year in the play-in, and as you heard in Denver, Bulls fans were chanting Kobe, Kobe. And so Kobe White is going to be that guy, and I feel like he's going to rise to the occasion. You know, I feel like he's going to be aggressive all night. But if Kobe White can have a really, really good Kobe White game, I'm talking about on all facets, playmaking, shooting the ball from the 3, attacking the paint, then the Bulls should be due for a win in this game. And yeah, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully these things happen. You know, we just seen that the Hawks lost, and they would play the winner of this game, and I feel like we've always had the Hawks number, so I feel like this will be our toughest challenge, and if we can get past Miami, I can definitely see us getting into the playoffs. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think, and I know you guys are excited for this game later, and I'm gonna holler at you guys after the game. I'm out.